Wolfchase Toyota Insider of the Memphis Tiger Network. I'm Jeff Brightwell alongside Paul Goebel, not only a Conference USA champion, but now the two-time Conference USA Coach of the Year. And, Coach, we're going to talk about the NCAAs coming up in just a moment. But first of all, congratulations. Again, we talked to you after the championship, so we've congratulated you for that. But congratulations on winning your second consecutive Conference USA Coach of the Year.
Well, thank you. You know, when you win an award like that, it's a tribute to many people who've put in a lot of time for our program. You know, I had two great coaches helping me, Mark Finnegan, Chris Doer, did an unbelievable job for our program this year. And you know, you're only as good as your players, and seeing them compete at that conference championship helped with that award.
Well, you guys really racked up the awards this year. For the first time ever, you get Conference USA Player of the Year. Connor Glennon, talk about Connor.
Yeah, Connor, you know, this is something special. As you mentioned, it's our first ever. And last year he was the Freshman of the Year. So it was kind of a goal of ours to see if we could, you know, get him in the hunt for this Player of the Year. And because our conference is so strong and there's a lot of great individual players, you know, for him to get this, especially as a sophomore, is very rewarding. Talk
about just kind of the awards overall. 9 total awards for all conference this year.
Yeah, the most we've ever had, I tell you. You know, when you have a good year, sometimes you're rewarded with these postseason awards, and that's what happened this year. You know, we had 3 on the first team, all singles, with Connor Glennon and Johnny Greenwell, and Joe Salisbury all making all conference and singles, and then doubles. Joe Salisbury and Dave O'Hare were the highest ranked team in our conference, first team all conference. And then I was really proud of Connor Glennon and Cedric DeZuter, who made the second team all conference. Cedric's worked so hard on his doubles and, you know, overcame a lot, and for him to get all conference was so rewarding. So, you know, just a lot of great things going on, you know, fun time of the year getting ready for the NCAA tournament.
Kind of shows the depth of the program, because if you win a championship, you're going to expect to get some, maybe a Player of the Year or some first team, but once you start to get those second teamers, you know you've built a lot of depth.
Right, that's right. You know, I think that's what made our team, you know, so good this year was our depth. You know, there wasn't much difference between our 1 and 6 player. And I think that showed in those awards, like you said.
The last time we talked to you was right after the championships, and everything was still kind of hectic. You were trying to get things packed up from the MUS Tennis Center and everything, and do a lot of logistical stuff. You've had a few weeks now. Have you and the team had a chance to sit back and kind of enjoy it a little bit? I know you're focused now on the NCAA tournament coming up this weekend, but did you have a day or two to sit back and relax and enjoy the moment?
Yeah, we let the guys have a few days off. You know, we're one of the few sports that has a big gap between the conference championship and the NCAA tournament. You know, we have 3 weeks off, you know, which is kind of nice because it does let you enjoy it for a couple days and reflect on the season. But then it's been, you know, also nice to get back, and it's not hard motivating these guys for practice right now. You know, they're very motivated. They're really excited, want to see what they can do in this tournament.
How do you balance having 3 weeks between a championship event when you win the championship and going to the NCAA? The exams are wrapping up this week. They started last week. So school's ending, and you want to get them there in practice, but you probably don't want to get it too monotonous in practice. So I guess it's really kind of a delicate balance. You have to probably communicate with your athletes.
That's right. You know, communication is very important. You know, you mentioned the school. We want them to finish strong in school, and they've done that. They've worked very hard, and I think our grades are doing very good. You know, we've done a lot of individual work. You know, sometimes in practice, instead of, you know, doing everything together, we work individually and kind of what each player needs to work on. And we've focused a lot on conditioning. So we've done a lot of, you know, good strength and conditioning workouts.
Well, when the selection show happened, you ended up probably where you thought you were going to end up, a 2 seed down in Oxford. You'll face BYU. Tell us about your reaction when your name popped up there. You go into the selection show knowing you're going to get in. And kind of having the expectation that's where you would end up. So any kind of surprise, or pretty happy with where you got?
Yeah, well, we were on the borderline of 2 or 3 seeds, so we're very happy. You know, it shows that we've progressed since last year. We were the 3 last year. For us to get a 2 seed was very good. We're very excited to go down to Oxford, just being so close that we can get some fans. A lot of supporters will be going down and watching our match. You know, BYU is a very tough opponent. It's had a great season. You know, they have a tremendous record. Very well coached. Brad Pierce, one of the best coaches in the country. So it's going to be a challenge, but we're really excited and can't wait.
I imagine them coming out of that West Coast Conference, they play some pretty good tennis out there as well.
Yeah, there's not an easy match for them. So that, you know, they're going to be ready for us, but that's what you expect at this time of year.
That's going to be at noon in Oxford on Friday.
That's right.
And if you advance, it'll be either Ole Miss or Lehigh. you don't ever want to look ahead, but as a coach, you've got to look at all the other teams, the 3 teams down in that regional. So Ole Miss and Lehigh, I'm sure you're familiar with Ole Miss being in the region, Lehigh out of the Patriot League. Tell us what you know about both of those clubs.
Yeah, I think Lehigh, is an interesting, I think it's one of their first conference championships, They really poured it on at the end of the season. So I think they're, very hot going into the tournament, but I know Ole Miss is definitely the favorite in that match. They're number 6 in the country, and that's for a reason. Billy Chadwick has really helped that program, be one of the top teams in the nation year after year. So, they will definitely be the favorite, but I think it's a region that, there's going to be several good teams. We're one of them, and we'll see what happens.
So if you advance, it'll be Saturday at 1 o'clock down in Oxford. Coach, let's go back to BYU just a little bit. In the research you've done on BYU, what do you like about this matchup with BYU, and what are the challenges you see out of Brigham Young? How does it challenge? I know you've been very strong with your doubles team, and then Connor going in there as Player of the Year. What are your advantages? Maybe what's going to be a challenge?
I think, we've been playing very, very good doubles lately, and so really encouraged. We've won 7 or 8 doubles points in a row, so I like where we stand in doubles, but they have 3, looks to me like evenly matched doubles teams, so I think we're going to have to be ready to go in doubles, and that will help set the tempo for the whole match. They're a little bit like us in singles as far as their depth, so there's not one position that really stands out to me. I think every match will be very evenly contested, and we'll see. We've been working really hard, and we've played a very tough schedule to prepare us for this match. So.
Now you've had some good crowds in Memphis this year, especially the championships. Oxford not very far away. It's a noon game on Friday. They can take a weekend off early.
Right.
Exams are over. If any students or the friends of these guys want to go down there and the family, what do you expect as far as, or have you had any feedback from boosters and fans as far as the support going down there?
Yeah, we've had a lot of people. We have a lot of alumni, fans, supporters. People are going to come down in groups. I think at the conference championship, a lot of people that came had such a good time. It was just a great atmosphere, great match. So, they're going to come down and keep the support going. So we feel like we can make this first round match a home match, environment for us. So, that should be a lot of fun. And for these people to watch an NCAA match would be great.
All right, well, Coach, congratulations again.
Thank you.
Best of luck this weekend.
Thank you so much.
That is a Conference USA Coach of the Year, Paul Goebel. I'm Jeff Brightwell. This is the Wolfchase Toyota Insider on the Memphis Tiger Network.